Today we are going to talk about igneous rocks. But before that, let's have a quick recall of the discussion we did last time. So we know that the surface of the earth undergoes a series of change. Okay, and these changes are brought about by natural causes such as earthquakes, landslides, volcanic eruption, or even other man-made activities. And together with these changes are the formation of rocks. When we talk about rocks, we simply refer to naturally occurring and coherent aggregates of one or more minerals. By aggregate, we refer to the combination of various earth materials. So these materials may be fragmented particles of rocks or even remains of dead organisms. So as we know, rocks are very important because they tell us a lot about the Earth's history. So the first kind of rock that we are going to talk about is igneous rock. So basically, an igneous rock or igneous rocks are formed from the cooling and solidification of molten earth materials such as magma and lava. So if you thought about volcanoes when you hear magma and lava, then you are correct. Magma are molten materials beneath the Earth's surface. So since pressure and temperature are extremely high below the surface, rocks are able to undergo melting. Now when these melted rocks erupt from a volcano, they will now be called a lava. So based on these two materials, magma and lava, and how they are cooled, igneous rocks may be classified as either extrusive or intrusive. So when we talk of extrusive igneous rocks, we refer to igneous rocks that are formed from molten earth materials that solidify at the Earth's surface. So here, we are referring to lava that undergoes cooling and solidifying. Since temperature on the Earth's surface is relatively cooler, it takes a short time for extrusive rocks to be formed. That is why most of them have very small crystals or even no crystals at all. You will also notice that some igneous rocks appear to have holes or vesicles. So these holes are the result of air bubbles or gas that escaped from the cooling lava. So let's take a look at some examples of extrusive igneous rocks. So we have here an obsidian igneous rock. You will see that this rock has a very smooth and glassy texture. That is because obsidian rocks takes a short time to form. So there is no room or opportunity for crystal formation to happen. Another example of an extrusive igneous rock with small or no crystal formation is basalt. So this is also because of the rapid cooling of lava. So in this third example, you will notice that there are tiny holes in the rock. This is also another form of basalt. So we describe rocks like this as vesicular. So the holes that are present in the rock are the result of gas or air that is trapped in the lava. Another form of igneous rock is intrusive igneous rock. So from the name itself, intrusive igneous rocks are formed inside the earth or beneath the earth's surface. So since temperature is relatively high below the surface, intrusive rocks form very slowly, and as a result, you will notice very large crystals in it. So one example of an intrusive igneous rock is pegmatite. So if you look at this rock sample, that you will see that it has a very coarse structure. So the coarse structure is actually because of the large crystals that were formed in this rock. For pegmatite, crystals can range from 1 centimeter to almost 1 meter in size. Igneous rocks may also be described in terms of the elements or ions present in it. So if we take in consideration the elements in igneous rocks, we may classify them either as felsic or mafic igneous. So mafic igneous rocks are rocks that are rich in magnesium and iron. So if you look at our rock samples on the screen, you will notice that they have dark colors with them. Okay, that is because iron and magnesium, aside from them being heavy minerals, they also have dark appearances or dark colors. Felsic igneous rocks, on the other hand, are igneous rocks which are rich in oxygen, aluminum, silicon, and potassium. Unlike mafic, so felsic igneous rocks contains light elements, okay, that are also light in color. So if you look at our two rock samples, we have rhyolite and granite. Okay, both of them have very light colors, okay, because of the presence of light elements or light minerals. Okay, so in summary, we discussed that igneous rocks are formed from the cooling and solidification of lava or magma. Intrusive igneous rocks are formed from solidified magma. It is characterized by large crystals as a result of slow cooling. Extrusive igneous rocks are formed from solidified lava. It has small crystals due to the fast cooling of molten materials. Mafic igneous rocks are dark colored due to the presence of heavy minerals such as iron and magnesium. And lastly, felsic igneous rocks are light colored and contains light minerals such as oxygen, aluminum, and potassium.